we are live on YouTube, y'all, so
Oh.
mics are hot.
Oh.
Doesn't mean
Are we gonna have
it
the
doesn't
solo on Richie?
exist. Comma, the
Oh, yeah,
break.
go, dude, change the dang camera, bro, so I'm not on camera the whole time.
Brah. Oh. Brah. Brah. Oh, and my water's Brah. Mm-mm. Oh, my headphones. No.
1 minutos. Uno minutos, man.
Damn, what kind of Spanglish was that?
Yeah.
1 minutos.
White flag. White flag.
Right.
Is my mic low? No?
I
No?
think so.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice shirt, Cole.
I know, right?
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Seeing double over here.
Double trouble there, Skipjack. 35 seconds till we go live there, Wrinkle Dicketus.
Just so awesome.
I should have worn my glasses today, too. Could have really been twinning.
Bunch of sexy bitches.
We are sexy bitches. What movie? Oh, Austin Powers.
Austin Powers, man. All right, 15 seconds till we go live across the network, yo. All right.
LFG. Come on, Pacers. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Please, please, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, and...
Connor is, a young man going on 35. He's got tons of maturity. There's not a lot of things that I feel I can tell him that he's not already thinking.
I don't know. I haven't heard, but not alcohol, man, because I had the champagne from the victory lane, and I think I had a little bit too much, and I'm already a little bit, I start to get funny.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate big tonight, so I might have multiple hangovers tomorrow.
Commercial fishing is the hardest thing I think that you can do. It's like you're trying to get fish in as fast as you can. Typically where you're catching the fish, there's sharks everywhere, and you just have to absolutely lock the drag on a reel and bring them in.
Try again.
Freak Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios. Driven by General Tire.
Rock on, baby!
I am serious. Here's the Freaks.
Freak Nation, the funny things you learn about your co-host, Cole Cusimano, has not seen the movie Barbie.
Yeah, right.
Him being the freaking film nation love god that he is, has not seen Barbie. But I digress. We've been doing this for 25 years, and you saw at the top of the show the word conspiracy over Dale Jr. and Connor Zilisch. That happens, and then, Chase Briscoe wins at Pocono. Do we have the Pocono conspiracy theory crasher?
Why are you saying Chase Briscoe's win is a conspiracy?
Well, stick around and find out, Freak Nation. Kyle Kirkwood will be here in the Freak Nation. Alex Palou, who won this afternoon at Road America, where it was 90-some-odd degrees. But, man, you wouldn't tell by this interview with Alex Palou. Austin Prock, speaking of hot, this dude sat in a freaking funny car, losing weight. So what does he do? Goes out and wins the freaking race in Virginia, and then proceeds to go get hammered with beer.
Wait, what?
Nice.
No, he does not.
He says it in the interview. He says he's going to have like a double hangover.
Oh, okay. So you go.
Yeah, man. So it's a huge show for the next couple hours here on the Freak Radio Network, of course, on Racer Network, YouTube, Facebook Live, and everywhere else you can find the Freaks. The Freak Affiliate Network, Freak Nation. Again, I said 25 years. Holy smokes. Speaking of, next Sunday night, special 25-year anniversary of SpeedFreaks. Getting to the top of the show, where you saw the conspiracy, the word float over Dale Jr. and Connor Zilisch. Now, if you look at all four of our faces, give us a four-shot. Who do you think brought up the conspiracy first?
Oh, Richie the conspiracy king.
Well, the whole idea is this. When Kyle Busch comes out and says that Dale Jr. is basically a glorified crew chief for Connor Zilisch in the Xfinity Series race on Saturday at Pocono, I mean, even Dale Jr. said, man, what the hell am I doing up here? So what does he do? He goes out and wins the G-damn thing. Whoa.
Shocker.
Any conspiracies there, Cole Cusimano?
In my opinion, I don't care if there's any conspiracy because if Dale Jr. is in any way, shape, or form part of NASCAR, it's going to generate views and clicks and whatever is needed to make the sport succeed and get as many eyes as possible. I think
what Cole Cusimano is saying is that Dale Jr. cheated his ass off to get that win. How could you dare? Don't say that on this show.
Oh, now you're trying to get Cole in trouble?
Hey, Dale Jr. won, and that's great for the sport, so I have no problems with it. If that was the case, I don't think it was, but you never know. Man,
what a tease killer, man. You could at least say, I have my theories on the conspiracy theory with Dale Jr.
Well, I have my theory in other ways about the Cup race, and I guess the Xfinity race as well. I could maybe pocket that for a little later.
All right, well, that's where we're going with this thing. So, Chase Briscoe, help me out here, Richard C. Crasher. Chase Briscoe evidently was on a little fuel mileage racing for, 3/4 of the freaking race, it felt like. They kept talking about, gotta save some fuel. Well, why wasn't anybody passing Chase Briscoe?
Why wasn't anybody passing, period?
Right.
Isn't there a stat on that, Richie?
The updated stat I saw was that there was one green flag pass for the lead the entire race.
Come on.
That's it.
Not great.
Come on. That is horrible. I mean, we knew going into Pocono, we've known it for years. It's a yawner of a racetrack when it comes to NASCAR. It's unfortunate because it's a great facility, it's sold out, and it's a great place to watch a race. But damn it just doesn't provide great entertainment, at least for the TV viewers. Thank you, Amazon on Prime, or Sports on Prime, I should say, for giving us that entertainment factor. But yeah, I mean, it came down to fuel. Let's just not say NASCAR was all fuel. Everybody was fuel conservation mode this weekend. IMSA, the Meyer-Shank number 60 that won 6 hours at the Glen, they basically had 3 laps to go in on, what's the word I'm looking for? Coast in on fuel. So that was a fuel save race.
So conspiracy.
No, NASCAR
they cheated with their win, too.
Alex Palou winning the
Smokey
IndyCar
Unic
race.
cell underneath the driver's seat.
Would you stop it? That's not true. I don't think he had fuel issues like the broadcast was saying, because clearly he went off to go on and do a massive burnout and had fuel to spare, if we're being perfectly honest. So
then why wasn't, help me out, Suave, why wasn't Denny Hamlin passing his teammate?
Exactly.
For the race win.
That's what we're getting at here.
Right?
That's what we're getting at. It's a little sketchy. So if I told you just completely out of context that pretty much any other racetrack on the NASCAR Cup Series circuit that you had a driver who was running up front in the lead, who we knew for the entire final stint of the race, the last 35 laps, that he didn't take enough fuel on his money stop. Hey, money stop. And he took about, maybe 2 seconds less of fuel. And so we kind of figured that he was going to be really, really short. James Small, his crew chief, comes on the radio and said, hey, we're short. We need you to save.
Wait, that's not what he said, though. He said we're effed.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. I was cleaning it up for the
But see, could that be code?
I see.
To where we're all going, gosh, they're effed. But what he meant was,
my conspiracy.
Dude, but no, what he meant was, we're fine.
Oh, wrong F word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Richie.
So the conspiracy being is that Amazon did a great job of showing Chase Briscoe's telemetry, and he was lifting so damn early. He was clearly saving as best he could, and Denny Hamlin could not pass him, despite being full throttle, and he should have been much, much faster than Chase Briscoe. But for whatever reason, he couldn't pass his teammate because his teammate wasn't clinched into the playoffs yet. Denny Hamlin already is. Denny Hamlin, new daddy. Denny Hamlin didn't race in Mexico City last week, so he just hung back, didn't let and kept Ryan Blaney at bay behind him and let Chase Briscoe
You're
win the
saying
race.
there were team orders through code. There were team orders in this race. Let Chase Briscoe win.
It doesn't make any sense to have a driver being full save mode up front and the guy behind you who should be faster can't pass you. Other than this car being utter junk, this Gen 7 car being utter junk, it makes no sense. It's hard to process that. Just like anywhere. If I'm full throttle, I'm going to pass you. I am faster than you, except for today.
I think that you hit the nail on the head there. My pitch was going to be that you just can't pass for the lead with this car, and that's why he was able to keep Hamlin at bay. But at the same point, I feel like we should give credit where it's due to Chase Briscoe for being able to play that cat and mouse game in saving his fuel and his tires and making Denny use up his tires and whatnot. And even to James Small, calling a great race, calling the fuel strategy. He's gotten a lot of crap over the last few weeks, especially this season, for bringing fast cars to the track, winning all these poles, but not closing it out. So I think credit needs to be doled out there. But also to add to the conspiracy element of things, what about, you mentioned the money stop, betting. Sports betting is always a major conspiracy when it comes to how these games or races play out. Denny Hamlin was a heavy favorite for this race. Finished second. Even for the Xfinity Series race, bringing back the conspiracy for that. Chase Elliott led the entire race, was a heavy favorite, did not win. So bring in the betting elements to that as well.
And Vegas is like,
exactly. The fix is in. The script is in.
No,
make the call.
We can't.
You know, we can laugh and go, we're having fun. You really break it down nicely there, Cole Cusimano.
Thank you.
There's video, when I was watching the race at Pocono, there's video that kind of fooled me because they talk about getting this fuel mileage, but you'll hear the in-car audio where it's Chase Briscoe going into a turn saving fuel, okay? So much so it's like, but Denny Hamlin was making very little progress. There's video evidence that Denny Hamlin had every opportunity to pass Chase Briscoe for 25 laps, but didn't. He's a freaking teammate. We know how important sponsors are for motorsports and NASCAR per se. Has Bass Pro Shops won a race in a long damn time on the side of a car?
Ooh, valid.
That's a good point.
Not going to win with Austin Dillon. Sorry.
Oh. That was their last win, I think, with him.
Was
in
it?
Daytona?
When he rolled through, yeah.
Oh, the fake win.
Yes.
Was this an homage to Skip Jack, who owns, what's his name? Who owns Bass Pro? Guess we just lost that sponsorship. I can't remember the guy's name.
Skip
Johnny
Jack.
Morris. Is it a... Why are you guys acting like this isn't for real, man?
No, it's a valid point. And also, speaking of value, the value of getting a second car of your team into the playoffs, that's huge right there, too. I mean, what's a couple million, several million, right? So, okay. You might be selling me on this conspiracy theory, but damn.
All right, we got a break. Can we go another segment with this, or we want to get into this whole thing, this whole bracket situation that your most popular driver has no idea what the hell it is?
Oh, Chase Elliott doesn't know what the bracket is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He does not.
I didn't.
There it is.
Oh, sorry. Tease killer again?
Yeah, T-Skiller again. Yeah. You guys know about this freaking bracket that's going to be cranking off next week? We'll talk about that and more on this conspiracy theory. The more we dig into this, man, the more this seems unreal. Also, Alex Palou, IndyCar Series winner from Road America. Coming up, SpeedFreaks Pits and Lucas Oil Studios.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
General Tire delivers.
Are you over 50 and constantly feeling tired, bloated, or just a little off? Don't ignore it. Those could be signs that your liver is crying for help. As we age, our liver, which is essential for metabolism, digestion, immunity, and detoxification, needs extra support and protection. If neglected, it can leave you feeling sluggish and constantly off your game. That's where Active Liver from New Nordic comes in. Available in easy-to-take tablets or delicious gummies, Active Liver combines powerful natural ingredients like turmeric, milk thistle, and global artichoke extract to help support healthy liver function. With Active Liver, you're giving your body an essential daily defense against toxins from alcohol, fatty foods, and sweets, helping you reclaim your energy, improve digestion, lose the bloat, and strengthen your immunity so you can look and feel your best again. Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
Stop by Sherwin-Williams and get 30% off select paints and stains June 13th through the 23rd. It's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Refresh your home inside and out with colors that make every space feel brand new. From cozy interiors to stunning exteriors, we've got the perfect shade for your next project. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
FreakNation, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Thank you, Lucas Oil, for making this thing possible. Go to lucasoil.com. You got issues inside your engine? They got something to help you out there, Mr. Garage Mechanic. Inside your engine, outside your engine, inside your car, outside your car. Go to lucasoil.com. Alex Palou, IndyCar Series winner from Road America, will be joining us in about 15 minutes. Also coming up, Kyle Kirkwood, more regarding the conspiracy at Pocono between Chase Briscoe, Dale Earnhardt Jr. We get people fired up here in the Freak Nation from time to time, and we're going to do it now. And we started this show 25 years ago this month, and out of the gate, we hammered motorsports coverage at the time. We called ESPN and every other motorsports, every other channel that covered motorsports, the Pink Shirt Network. And because you'll see a reporter or a broadcaster in a pink shirt and khaki pants and a sports coat and a tie covering motorsports.
The original extreme sport was being covered like librarians. It just wasn't appropriate.
Yeah. But today, I saw the NHRA broadcast with Brian and Tony Pedregon, and I went, guys, what the hell are you doing? We'll explain. That's coming up. Getting back to quickly, let's see if we can put the more that Cole talked about Chase Briscoe and that win today, the more I believe there was a little bit of something going on. I'm not saying it's to the size of Michael Waltrip, Clint Boyer, Mark Truex Jr. back in the day.
Jet fuel?
I'm saying too much was happening there for Denny Hamlin not to pass his teammate who hasn't won a race to get into the playoffs in Chase Briscoe, when Chase Briscoe's saving fuel. Think about it.
It's silly, man. It's silly.
Dale Earnhardt gets on the box because the crew chief for Connor Zilisch in the Xfinity Series race is suspended for a race. Dale Jr. gets up on the box. It's great for TV coverage. Cool. Good to see him up there. What happens? His team wins. Okay. Connor Zilisch is a badass. But come on.
First ever oval win.
Oval.
Happens to be with Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the pit box.
Are you guys basically saying that Pocono is such a boring track for NASCAR that they had to put conspiracies out this weekend?
They had to create storylines themselves.
I enjoyed both races, honestly.
I didn't think they were bad either.
Right? Yeah. I think there's more to a conspiracy to the Dale Jr. Xfinity Series win than there is to the Cup Series race, but
just because of the lack of passing or the lack of ability to pass.
Right, yeah, with his current car, and just that Chase Briscoe and that 19 team are really talented. So
but what if Fox was covering it? Would you have the same energy for that race if Fox?
Absolutely not. No. I want to give props to Prime one more time because those last 10 laps, their coverage, I was arguably as entertained and had as much adrenaline going as I did in the last 5 laps of a drafting track race. I'm not even kidding. Because they did a great job telecasting all that stuff.
I would agree. They will be sorely missed. 5 races, they brought a whole new perspective for motorsports fans of all series. And I hope that lessons have been learned by Fox, by NBC, by anybody else to say, oh, yeah, we can adopt some of these things or we can make things more entertaining moving forward for our series. So, yeah, I'm with you. They were
nice
good. They
way
were good.
to dovetail into our next segment, Crasher, with the NASCAR bracket that will be debuting coming up this weekend in Atlanta. And if anyone would like to jump up first and try and explain this damn thing to when Chase Elliott,
I'm out.
A gentleman who will be running in this bracket, has no idea that this thing's going on and has no idea that he has a chance to win $1 million. How in the hell? Amazon didn't mention anything about it today, did they?
No, because, so these last 3 races on Amazon were the seeding races for the in-season tournament. So the top 32 drivers in points up until Amazon, I believe, up until a certain point, qualified for this tournament. And they were seeded over the last 3 races, not based on points, but based on best finish. So, Cody, if you want to bring this up so the people at home can see it, you'll see Denny Hamlin, because he is ranked number 1 overall there, I believe, right? Chase Briscoe, also one of the top picks. Ross Chastain, also one of the top choices as well. If you won a race and your finishes were good, you get a higher seed, not because of just your points. One name you will see out missing from this, Shane Van Gisbergen, who won Mexico City, did not qualify for the in-season tournament.
Wait, why? How?
Because at the cutoff race to make the tournament, he was outside of the top 32 in points.
Oh, boy.
So
now we're back to that conversation.
And so over the next 5 races, we're going to get a tournament, 1 versus 32, 2 versus 31, and each round of the tournament over the next 5 weeks to determine the winner of $1 million. $1 million is up for grabs. Now, here's the thing. Cody,
time out real quick. Time out. Just as we're talking about this, I promise you, at 7:20 Pacific, I get an email from NASCAR at Track Communications. NASCAR in-season challenge matchup.
So here come the promotions. Let's go.
They're listening.
Conspiracy, part 2.
Stop it.
We know the reach of the Freak Nation, man. You guys got to get this ass straight. Go ahead, Richie. Sorry about that.
They said you're not explaining it right. Here's your email.
I don't understand it. You think? Go ahead.
Yeah, Cody, I said, go ahead and get the Chase Elliott ready and give me a thumbs up when you got it ready. So you were teasing Chase Elliott, the most popular driver in NASCAR. Had a good run today, again.
Yeah.
He's been on a nice little run of finishes, which is why he's
2
ranked.
consecutive top 5 finishes.
Yeah, he's on a roll for the most popular driver. Anyway, he was asked about this week in the press conference, the media center in Pocono. And this man could not care less about this silly-ass tournament. Go ahead, Cody.
To be really honest with you, I have not paid any attention to it. I don't think it's a bad idea or anything. You know, it seemed like it. You guys asked me a lot about it last year when it wasn't a thing, but I guess Denny did something. Am I remembering right? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I remember you guys asking me about it last year, and it seemed like it got some traction. So as long as it's as long as it's getting some traction, and giving everyone something to talk about, when maybe historically you wouldn't, I would say it's a win. Certainly would love to win it. I don't know what you get.
Yeah, just stop it, Cody. Just
This
stop
is-
it. This is.
I don't know.
Painful.
I don't know what you get.
That is
what you get.
painful. I mean, that's your most popular driver. I get it, ladies. He's hot, but damn. Just what the what?
Well, but Crasher, hold on a second. To his defense, I wonder of the 30, how many, we got 36 drivers in this? 32 drivers in this. I wonder how many of those 32 drivers could better explain what the hell is going to kick off in Atlanta with this bracket.
You don't think so, Cole?
No, I don't care. I don't give one crap. I don't think anyone else does either, especially the drivers. The playoffs are coming up here really shortly. You've only got 5 spots open.
That matters more.
Exactly. Can I get deep in the weeds here with this?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, yeah. So the last 8 races, there's been 8 different winners, 6 first-time winners. Again, 5 playoff spots left available. In those 9 races left till the playoffs, 2 speedways, 1 street course, 2 road courses, and 1 track in Iowa that they've been to 1 time. So there could be over 16 winners. You don't know. And there's down to 26 in the standings. There's drivers that are within 99 points of getting above that cutoff.
Sure.
So there's much more at stake than $1 million, which you can get in the All-Star race. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it very well could drive up some interest and entertainment for new fans or new eyes. But I'm not that keyed into it, to be honest with you.
Like I said, it's a sports betting, man. You know, NASCAR probably is every sport becoming more tied into sports betting, and whoever their main sponsor is with NASCAR, DraftKings, FanDuel, whoever it may be. There you go. That's who pays the bills when you're putting out pre-made bets that you can make and bet on this tournament. That's what's going to happen. So much so, TNT is so in on this that they are going to create an alt-cast, right? This is like the Manning Brothers alt-cast. Now, do you know who gets to host the Manning Brothers in-season tournament alt-cast? You guys are going to be excited for this. This is some big names, Cody, Freak Nation.
I feel sarcasm coming in.
This is awesome. I cannot wait to tune in and watch. Ladies and gentlemen, TNT Sports' robust NASCAR coverage will also include NASCAR In-Season Challenge All-Cast on True TV. So get ready to find True TV again.
Sabrina Carpenter and Jake Paul.
The alternate viewing experience, which will take fans inside the individual driver bracket storylines each week, will be hosted by former crew chief Larry McReynolds and 21-time NASCAR Cup Series winner Jeff Burton.
It's not horrible, but I'm not super excited. I like Jeff Burton.
I like Larry Mack.
Okay.
It's on True TV. They couldn't get like Murph from Practical Jokers on there or something to co-host.
That's yeah. Let's bring a celebrity in that's non-racing to help host. Yes, I would agree with that actually.
Whoa.
Okay, Kenny, your thoughts? You've just said.
My thoughts are we got a break there, Skipjack. Boy, Alex Palou. We'll bring some interest back to this show with an IndyCar winner next. SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 16th through the 26th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. That's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for a professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Let's go, boys.
No gimmicks, it's raw power.
Two heavyweights really going bar to bar. It takes the lead.
I got nothing to lose.
Man, I hope this truck works, because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
Like you can see, we've had another beautiful track on the automatic. Streets over the bars!
We gave it hell.
For whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Alex Palou, your IndyCar Series winner. Road America joining us back in the Freak Nation. Listening to your post-race press conference and listening to your engineer, Barry Wanzer, how he was talking how you're a little fussy. Who has the right of way here when a hardcore decision has to be made to the race car, whether it's tires or the pit? Can you override your engineer?
No, I can't. Like my team, they have way more experience and information, so I can have an opinion and I can have a suggestion. But the good thing is that they ultimately take the decision, and it's been working really well for us. So obviously, there's moments where, in my view, I think that we could have done something different. But I would say 100% of the times that I get a bit grumpy because of the decision ends up being well for them. So it's okay. I mean, there's when you're racing and you're there strapped in alone in the car, you only see your tires, you only see your car and the car in front and the car, and so it's tough to have an overall picture of what's going on and what's best for you at the end of the race.
I want to hear a grumpy Alex Palou. Tell me, I'm Barry Wanzer right now. Get mad at me. What do you say to him? Get mad, Alex.
Well, I basically said, why did we put those tires? And when he gave an explanation, I did not respond to him. I just said, okay. I didn't say okay. I just never responded to him, and he knows that I get grumpy. That's okay. It only lasted for I would say one lap, and then whenever we restarted, we actually got a couple positions. So it was fun. It sometimes happens. That's relationships, like every other relationship up there.
Alex Palou is the silent treatment. That's basically what he's telling us.
That's what I'm getting at. Is that how you talk to the mother of your daughter? Do you do the silent treatment with her?
No, I never try and override whatever she says. Never at all. I can override him a little bit, and he ends up winning as well, but not with my wife.
You know, I've been thinking about your family and how you're going to be raising your daughter, because part of parenting is teaching them about failure. But damn it, you can't teach that to anybody in your family right now. How are you going to be a good dad, Alex Palou?
I'll try my best. I'll try my best to be the best dad that she can have. But still, I'll try and win as many races as I can. So don't you worry. I'll find ways to teach her about failure and not giving up and always going for more. But maybe I just don't show her the races. I just show her normal life. I think we're very lucky and we're living in a magical moment for us right now. Hopefully it lasts for long, but I know that probably it's not going to last for very long. So yeah. Don't you worry that I'll be able to teach her about normal life.
You know what, though? You are teaching her, whether you realize it or not now, and she's going to look back on these moments and be like, how the heck did you do this? You are teaching her about being humble and definitely being appreciative. That can't be as easy as what you're making it seem like, or is it?
It's very easy. I mean, I'm just a normal person, a normal kid that is living the dream every single day, and I get to do what I love the most. So honestly, the team is giving me all the tools, the cars, the pit stops, the strategies to go out there and win. So for me, I take it as this is my last win. I'm gonna enjoy it as much as possible, and I'm gonna work my ass off tomorrow when I wake up to try and do it again at Mid Ohio.
Wow.
Look, Kyle Kirkwood goes out and wins 2 races in a row, and you had all but lost the championship, even though he was still light years behind you. Was there any conversation like, come on, this ain't going to happen? Or was there concern coming out of Alex Palou, Mr. Humble?
There's always concern. I mean, the same way that we've been having these amazing stretch, somebody else can have it. And Kyle was on that path. Like, he won Detroit and he won St. Louis the week after. And you saw that the points go up and down like crazy. Whenever you get wins, you get rewarded very high here in IndyCar, which is great. I love it. Yeah, I'm never comfortable. I want more points, I want more distance, and I want more wins. But yeah, this is far from done. We're in a great position. We're in a great spot. But yeah, there's nothing preventing Kyle or anybody else to win every single race from now on.
Alex, I'm going to beat this horse until it comes back to life. I'm such an IndyCar fan, and I've always considered you guys better drivers than Formula One drivers for 2 reasons: power steering or lack of power steering, and 2, the diversity of your road courses and ovals and street courses. And this track alone is a ball buster. You can't tell me that you're as good or better than Formula One when it comes to driving a race car.
I can tell you that, man, it's tough to compare series here and there. Like, I drove one of those cars. They are pretty sweet. It's very different. What you need, it's very different. I agree with you that having a series that has street courses, crazy street courses, ovals, and road courses, it's you need to be very good at all of them to be able to fight for the championship. So I think that makes it spectacular for all the drivers, like switching the mindset and how you drive and how you prepare the races from one weekend to another. It makes it so fun, and I love it here. So yeah, don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Good.
Well,
hey,
I heard that.
I didn't say anything. It was you.
I know.
Hello.
I
just want you to sleep better tonight.
And we will. We will.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But Kenny's not going to say it. You're not going to say it. I'm going to say it. Formula One drivers are they can't even drive an oval. They're too scared to drive an oval. So I'm just going to lay it out there. That is that. And now we're done.
Hey, Bobby Unser said the same damn thing 15 years ago. So I agree with you. Look at
He's like, I am
Alex
solo
is awesome.
in those thoughts. I
All
am
right.
solo.
Well, look, man, what's going to be your drink of choice in your red Solo cup after you get off this camera in this interview?
I don't know. I haven't heard, but not alcohol, man, because I had the champagne from the victory lane, and I think I had a little bit too much, and I'm already a little bit, I start to get funny. But yeah, something to hydrate myself. It's been a warm day, probably some electrolytes, and then we will see what happens later tonight.
That's awesome.
And let's just support all the sponsors. Go over to the Carpenter team and get that liquid hydration stuff. Stick that in your Solo cup, and we're all better as a paddock for it.
Maybe we do that. Maybe.
Right. Alex, you're always so generous to join us here in the Freak Nation. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Now, Cole Cusimano, you being the residential newbie to IndyCar, watching the IndyCar race today at Road America, come on, man. More exciting than your skipjack in Pocono.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
you kidding me? I was saying to myself, like, Pocono has a lot to live up to because that was an incredible race. Road America is a great track.
Mm-hmm.
I wish NASCAR would go back there. It's just a beautiful facility, but man, just so much happened in that race between the crashing and the strategy. And again, Alex Palou, just cannot say enough great things about how incredible of a talent he is, and what we're witnessing is so historic. It was actually funny. So my dad had the Yankee game on initially. I don't know why he had the Yankee game on.
Yeah, you're a Mets family.
Yeah,
Come on.
And I was like, Dad, what are you doing? Put the IndyCar race on right now. What are we doing? So we're making progress, right?
Thank you. Yeah, and there were strategies all over the map in that race. Alex Palou, yeah, you can say, oh, great, he wins again. He led 6 laps. 6 measly laps, and 2 of them happened to be the last 2 laps. So, yeah, this was anybody's race. I think 9 different winners, 350 some odd passes. So, yeah, it had everything. Everything.
Also, shout out to my paisan, Santino Ferrucci, with the podium finish.
Yes.
And for chugging a beer after getting out of his car. That was badass.
Come on, it's Depends came on board after helping out Connor Daly. I'm just saying. After, what was it? Where did Connor Daly make the Depends comment? Of, I
no,
needed
that was
Depends in
after the Indy 500.
500.
Yeah, okay. And then they came on board and sponsored him for the next race in Detroit. Miller Lite, your turn. You're up next.
There we go.
Do it.
Miller Lite hasn't been in IndyCar since they left Ray Hall, right?
I believe you're right. They're still kind of a part of the Penske group, so that's a good question.
Right.
It's a good question. Don't they still do some number 2 stuff?
They sponsored Jacob Abel's car, but he did not make the race at the
High
500.
Life.
Oh,
it was
that was
Miller High Life, I believe.
Oh, damn it.
It's still Miller.
Close
though.
enough.
Close enough, I would agree.
They're both red.
Yeah.
Freak Nation, coming up, we have interviews with Kyle Kirkwood, who is still suffering from the pyro blast to the face at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
A week ago, yeah.
Yeah, he'll be joining us next hour. Also coming up, Freak Nation, his name is Austin Prock, who's leading the points, not by much, but leading the points in the NHRA Funny Car Series. He'll be joining us. Also, I want to get into my disgust with the announcers with a certain series.
Okay.
It has very little to do with their announcing.
Of course not.
And we'll probably find more time to talk about the conspiracy that was Saturday at Pocono and Sunday at Pocono, Freak Nation. 25 years of doing this, man.
And the conspiracies never end.
More freaks next.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
From the labs at Lucas Oil Products, Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant. For every fill-up of gas or diesel, add 1 16-ounce can of Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. 1 bottle can treat a tank of up to 21 gallons. Its special additives allows a better fuel burn to help increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
Are you over 50 and constantly feeling tired, bloated, or just a little off? Don't ignore it. Those could be signs that your liver is crying for help. As we age, our liver, which is essential for metabolism, digestion, immunity, and detoxification, needs extra support and protection. If neglected, it can leave you feeling sluggish and constantly off your game. That's where Active Liver from New Nordic comes in. Available in easy-to-take tablets or delicious gummies, Active Liver combines powerful natural ingredients like turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract to help support healthy liver function. With Active Liver, you're giving your body an essential daily defense against toxins from alcohol, fatty foods, and sweets, helping you reclaim your energy, improve digestion, lose the bloat, and strengthen your immunity so you can look and feel your best again. Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
Is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then, with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
There is less than 1/100th of an inch of motor oil protecting your car's engine. Friction and heat causes engine oil to experience thermal breakdown, weakening its ability to protect the engine and its parts. Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer is specially formulated to resist thermal breakdown, protect vital engine parts, and extend the life of your engine. It also stops smoking, knocking, and oil consumption in worn engines. Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer. Keep that engine alive.
Let's go, boys. No gimmicks, it's raw power.
Two heavyweights really going bar to bar. It takes the lead.
I got nothing to lose. Man, I hope this truck works because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
Like you can see, we've had another beautiful day on the automatic. Freaks over the bars. We gave it hell.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, our friends at General Tire, remind you, man, it is summer. It's as hot out there. Make sure you're rolling on a new set of General Tires as you get your big old family in that minivan, right? Go to GeneralTire.com. That's GeneralTire.com to find the tires for whatever you drive. That's GeneralTire.com, the official tire of the Freaks for 25 years.
Okay,
Freak Nation.
so we have a vacation coming up for July 4th, and we're joining another family on the beach, and you are all excited to rent a minivan.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Look at Richie's face.
I know, right? Yeah. It's like, why? I'm not a minivan fan, but you can. Why are you such a minivan fan?
Who does 98.9% of the driving in this GDAM family?
Kenny.
Yeah. I can make a freaking peanut butter and honey sandwich while I'm driving a freaking Pacifica and throw it back at the kids in the back and still stay on the road and feel comfortable doing it. Right?
Oh, so that's why you're excited to rent a minivan.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that, but I'm certainly might just have to try as we're headed to one of the border towns there in South Texas.
We have a new SUV, well, relatively new SUV that drives itself. So what's the difference there?
I can't turn around. I
Yes,
have that.
you can.
I have the console here to my right. I can't turn and make the sandwich like I can in the Pacifica. I just do this and here, take the bologna, the cheese, the meatloaf. Take it.
Mom, the meatloaf.
Can't do it. No, can't do it.
Oh, so the Pacifica rules.
Yeah. All right, so there you go, man.
Cole, come on, give your thoughts.
Did you guys ever have a minivan?
Oh, yeah. My mom had a Toyota Sienna for many, many years.
What'd you think?
There's 4 of us, 4 kids. I mean, I'm not a fan of it.
Did it ever smell like a locker room?
No, not at all.
Really?
We're clean kids. We were clean kids.
We're
We're
you're not
Italian.
anymore?
We're proper. We were raised, a certain way, a certain standard.
Yeah.
But I only drive Mustangs pretty much if I rent cars. So.
Oh,
What
snap.
kind of tires you got on that Mustang?
Spanking new General tires. You kidding me?
Deo!
Beauties.
Yeah.
Handle like a dream.
Yes. Wait, hold on. We're not done with the minivan conversation. You guys, Richie, come on. Are you a minivan fan or no?
I'm on the fence. I don't care. Is it cheap? Can I afford one for cheap?
That's actually a good question.
That's all I care about, right?
Henley's celebrated more birthdays than you've washed that car, right? The car you have?
Oh, my current car. Yeah. No. Okay. rabbit hole real quick, Freak Nation, but I'm going to say it because this is my chance. This is my platform.
Oh, boy.
Okay?
Oh, boy.
I am the king of controversy in the Freak Nation, but I'm going to say it. I think car washes are just another form of Uber capitalism, and you shouldn't do that. I really do. I think they're overrated. That's the only. What is the only reason to get your car washed other than to make people money? What does it do for you?
My car goes faster when it's cleaner.
Oh,
it does.
It looks better too.
Yeah, my car goes faster.
Get out of here.
It feels newer. The shocks are tighter.
You know what you can. You know what you can do instead of going to the car wash. You can just do it by yourself. You know, get some labor up in here. You call me lazy, millennial me lazy. Get your hands and feet dirty and wash it your damn self. All right.
Wow.
I hate car washes. They're overrated and stupid.
So 2026, we will not have car wash sponsorship.
I have never once gotten my car washed. Okay. I use the little.
Never once. Wait, what? Never once you've taken your car to a car wash.
No.
It is actually fun to do the drive-through.
No, it's not. No, it's a waste of money and time.
No.
I'm being completely serious.
All those $5 bets that you've made, Richie, on the Utah Hammerheads, whatever they're called now, you could have paid for a freaking car wash.
The former Coyotes.
Overrated.
Oh, damn. Can we just go through one?
We'll stand on business on that.
Like all of us, let's go through a car wash together. I want to see your reaction to your first
lights.
ever. Yes. Stuffed animals hanging and
be on
blowing in the
my phone
wind.
and like, why am I here right now?
No, we're
I could
taking
be
your phone
spending
away.
my life in so much better ways.
Speaking of some crews that need to clean up and adjust certain things, including their clothes, let's do this. Cody, let me back up just a second. Watching Amazon Prime today, or Sports Prime, right?
Sports on Prime.
Sports on Prime.
Prime Video. Yeah, whatever.
Back up even further than that. 25 years ago, we called any other channel that covered motorsports the Pink Shirt Network because you would see dudes in pink shirts, sport coats, ties, and khaki pants in pits. So we would covering motorsports. So we would hammer these guys endlessly. Then they finally got wind of it, and they changed their attitude a little bit. In fact, Ryan McGee with ESPN, we hammered him unknowingly at the time as he was producing
RPM Tonight with John Kernan as the host. And Kernan was known for his pink shirts, too. I mean, bright.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were pressed to the hilt where he just going to sit here like this. I can't move, man. So today, watching 3 broadcasts, IndyCar, NHRA, and NASCAR, I saw this. There you go.
All right, NASCAR.
NASCAR. Dale in the middle, Zippy on the left, and Letarte on the
Alexander.
right. Adam Alexander on the left, and Steve Letarte on the right. They're calling a NASCAR race. Dudes just got out of the gap. I like that look, right?
Yeah.
It fits.
I like it. They're calling a NASCAR race. That's dressing up for me for a NASCAR race. All right?
I will say this, though. We know it's like almost 100 degrees outside, so they're dying. I mean, they're in the air conditioning, but it's like, all right, we could maybe go a little summerier.
All right. Now, let's go to the IndyCar broadcast. Okay? I mean, Buxton needs to adjust his freaking collar.
Buxton.
Right? He's got that hangover hairdo going, too, man. He probably was busting it up there in Wisconsin.
Well,
Look at him.
Siebkens is the place to be. And I will say those guys they're pitting out right now because it was 90-something and humid. Oof. They are dying in those jackets.
Cody, you can go back and forth to a 4-shot with us back to the picture, right? You can do that back and forth?
Yeah, but they're dying. They're dying
okay,
in those sport
okay,
jackets.
but you saw that shot of those 3 covering the IndyCar. They looked like got out of gap with their button downs and then went and got a sports coat. There was hipsters in that sports coat, right?
So they still look okay, but
look okay.
Maybe the sports coat
They
wasn't
were even wearing
necessary.
cheese heads.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Which was awesome.
That set with the Sasquatch bench and cheese heads, that they should have stuck with that the whole broadcast. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's okay, though. Well,
I am the biggest pimp for the National Hot Rod Association. One of the nastiest, gnarliest, funkiest motorsports on the planet. 330 miles an hour at 1,000 feet. It's greasy, grimy, stinky, stanky, sweaty. It's beautiful. So what are your hosts wearing in the booth? Bring it up, Cody. Freaking ties.
Oh, no.
Sports coats.
Oh, no. They didn't used to do that. What happened? What happened? Who Who changed that? And that's Fox.
Oh, there's your answer right there.
Oh,
Look,
well, yeah.
look
the degradation of.
Look
yeah.
at Pedregon. Bring that up again. Oh, yeah, he's going, yep, Kenny, you busted me.
Tony
Yep,
Pedregon
you
on
sure
the right.
busted me.
Former champion himself.
Yep.
Oh.
And he even has the hangover tie, or it's a happy hour tie where it's not tied all the way to the top. It's kind of loosened it up because he just rolled out of the office and he's going to go party with freaking co-eds, right? Look at that. Of all the freaking series, drag racing to be wearing suits and ties.
That's odd.
In the booth. And I'm a fan of those two dudes, man.
And they're not suit and tie guys.
No, hell
so
no.
That's odd.
Bring it up one more time.
So we can make fun of them again?
Yeah.
Their faces are
Now, can you cut to NASCAR? Look. There you go.
Now we're chilling.
That's 2025. Now let's go to 1996 with NHRA.
Oh.
There it is.
At least the shirts aren't pink. But yeah,
Bro.
the tie's got to be cut.
Yep.
We need someone with scissors.
There you go. There's the trifecta right there.
I still say take off the sport coats in IndyCar. Be more chill because you know they're dying.
Yeah.
I feel like F1 and IndyCar maybe warrant the sports coats, but NHRA, maybe some polos would do.
Yes. Fox polos would be perfect.
A Big Daddy shirt from 1969
That
with
would be
holes and grime on it would satisfy me just fine.
Of course. I get that.
Right?
Yeah.
Where it smelt like an oil down. The things we do for you, Freak Nation.
Smell-o-vision.
We break
do
it
need
down.
that.
I'm curious if well, you guys didn't bring it up. I'm the one that brought it up, but why am I so into the fashion of announcers? I guess it was just that it was so drastic. I appreciated what Dale, Steve, and Adam were wearing. And then I see the freaking NHRA in suits and ties.
The reason you bring it up is the same thing we've been talking about for over 25 years is you want to look at your announcers and feel like you're sitting at the bar with them.
Yeah.
You want to have a conversation with them. You want to feel comfortable with them. And when you don't feel that way when they're in suits and ties and holding a mic. And it just, it doesn't give off that vibe. So the vibe needs to change. It needs to be more like we're all in the same living room or bar setup.
I bet you by the time we get to November that those outfits will have changed in the NHRA. Coming up, second hour, Kyle Kirkwood. And speaking of NHRA, Austin Prock. Next hour, SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Next to your vehicle's engine, your transmission is the most important component of your car. If it's not properly maintained, your car may not shift properly. By adding Lucas Transmission Fix to your transmission, it cleans and lubricates sticking valves for proper shifting, renews worn bands to stop slipping, stops seal leaks, will not void new car warranties, contains no harmful solvents. Lucas Transmission Fix. It works.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 16th through the 26th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
Let's go, boys. No gimmicks, it's raw power.
Two heavyweights really going bar to bar. It takes the lead.
I got nothing to lose. Man, I hope this truck works because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
As you can see, we've had another beautiful track on the automatic.
Freaks over the bars. We gave it hell.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Connor is, a young man going on 35. He's got tons of maturity. There's not a lot of things that I feel I can tell him that he's not already thinking.
I don't know. I haven't heard, but not alcohol, man, because I had the champagne from the victory lane, and I think I had a little bit too much, and I'm already a little bit, I start to get funny.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate big tonight, so I might have multiple hangovers tomorrow.
Commercial fishing is the hardest thing I think that you can do. It's like you're trying to get fish in as fast as you can. Typically where you're catching the fish, there's sharks everywhere, and you just have to absolutely lock the drag on a reel and bring them in.
Are you going to try again?
Live on the Freak Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios. Driven by General Tire.
Rock on, baby!
I am serious. Here's the Freaks.
Freak Nation celebrating 25 years this month of doing Speed Freaks, the Freak Radio Network, Racer Network, YouTube, Facebook Live, all over the place. You cannot escape the Freak Nation. We will feature a very special 25th anniversary show coming up next Sunday, or Monday if you're watching us on Racer Network. Coming up this hour, Kyle Kirkwood's going to be in here. And our good friend Austin Prock, NHRA Funny Car winner from Virginia, who said it was just freaking hot as F. A lot of Fs when it came to the heat this weekend and motorsports. In that show intro, you saw where we talked a little bit about conspiracy with Dale Jr. winning in the Xfinity Series race as the crew chief for Connors Village, the crew chief. And then, of course, there's also Chase Briscoe, who's being chased by his teammate, Denny Hamlin, for the race win at Pocono. Chase Briscoe, fuel mileage, backing off the throttle quite a bit, but Denny Hamlin could never catch him. Conspiracy?
Hey, Joe's got 2 cars in the playoffs now.
Sure does.
So, hey, or 3. Christopher Bell, too. All cars in the playoffs now.
Next month, Joe Gibbs there's a sponsor with Gibbs Racing where an individual who's headed up that sponsorship as the liaison between said sponsor and the team, he's retiring. So I don't know if this one sponsor that's currently with Joe Gibbs, you see it on Christopher Bell. I'm curious if this sponsor is going to be back with Joe Gibbs once this individual retires in July from this sponsor. So I brought that up because the importance of your sponsors winning in NASCAR Cup Series races.
Hey, Denny, code word, whatever code words we're using, just let him win so Bass Pro can be happy.
Blue 32 was the code word.
32.
If you ever hear Joe Gibbs get on the freaking mic, Blue 32, Blue 32, it means give the dude a win. Okay? But also when that show opened, Kyle Kirkwood was talking about fishing, a professional fisherman.
I was this week years old when I learned that he was actually is still a professional fisherman. Had no idea.
And he was talking about sharks coming around the fish that he was pulling in. 50 years ago, this summer, Jaws came out.
That's right.
Right.
Quick story, which is probably going to turn into an entire segment.
Ooh.
Jaws came out when my buddy and I were headed with his family to Jacksonville Beach in June. I think we're like 8, 9 years old, and we had just seen Jaws. And we're going to the freaking beach, scared S-less. And if you go back and look at the history of Jacksonville Beach, there's been some sightings there at Jacksonville Beach. But prior to that, my buddy and his big brother would go fishing with their uncle at the time, and he would send them out in this life raft with all this bloody chum just off this freaking wood-ass pier in Jacksonville Beach, right?
What? In a inflatable?
Yeah. Again, we didn't fear sharks like we do now until Jaws came out. And still to this day, we shouldn't fear them like we do.
I love sharks, dude.
Okay, great. Richie,
Yeah,
don't
Shark Week.
spoil it, man.
Richie,
Shark Week's awesome,
shark
yeah.
lover. Okay.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Well, no, it's on my bucket list. I hate. Everybody's learned something new about me tonight. I hate car washes. And I love sharks. I on my bucket list is to go I don't know if they do in Hawaii or wherever, and you can go in like a little go in the shark cage and go and have the shark swimming around you. That is badass as hell. That's on my bucket list.
Wow.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
I just want to see you in a wetsuit.
Let's go. Come on. I'm skinty nowadays, man. I'm skinty.
There it is.
Get you out in that cold-ass Pacific, man, in that wetsuit.
Let's go.
So 50 years ago this month, I believe it was June, when Jaws came out, and I remember being scared S-less, but it certainly hasn't stopped me now. In fact, there was a dude, I think his name was actually, his fishing name was Blackie, and he caught some record. Look this up, Richie. Blackie, Hammerhead, Jacksonville Beach, 1970 something. Look it up, Blackie. I think that was the angler's name at the time. There was a picture of him there on this Jacksonville pier.
Every beach town has big shark pictures.
Oh, it's here.
Oh,
is it there?
You found it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, read it to me.
Blackie Reeser's 703-pound Jacksonville Pier hammerhead shark.
Yes.
14 feet 4 inches long. That's crazy.
What was the date on that?
1975.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
That happened 50 years ago, and then we're going into the freaking Atlantic Ocean after Jaws. I remember Tucker's...
Same year.
What?
Same year as Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tucker's
Yeah, I
sister
think
would
the
not
50
go
years
in.
ago was last year. I think this year's 51.
Is it?
Yeah,
Come on, man. I
believe
just thought,
so.
what the hell's going on here? No.
It's still old.
It's yeah.
Ish.
It's
Ish. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
June 20th, 1975.
Oh, that's right. They were filming in 74. It released in 75. Okay.
It's such a timeless classic.
Yes.
Holds up to this day.
What's the best... Is there a better line from that movie than "We're going to need a bigger boat"?
I doubt it. I can't think of any.
Right?
It's one of the most iconic lines in film history. Yeah.
But you get on a boat. I don't care if you're at Lake Saguaro here in Arizona or Lake Louisville in Texas, and just look for a chance to say, "We're going to need a bigger boat."
Oh yeah.
And what was the character's name that said that said that? Come on, help me out here.
Brody?
Was it Brody that said it?
Or was it
Brody? That was Brody.
Yeah.
Okay, Sheriff
that
Brody.
That was Roy Scheider's character.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was Richard Dreyfuss who played
Hooper.
Okay. But the cantankerous one that had
Robert Shaw.
Quint. That's the best character in my opinion.
Yeah. That movie would not have been the movie without him, right?
Oh, yeah. No way.
Correct.
So there you go, Freak Nation.
little Jaws history lesson.
Everybody's going to go watch Jaws this week.
Oh. I definitely am.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the mood now.
It's going to be a re-release in theaters in August for some reason. I don't know why it wouldn't be this week or this month, but yeah. Re-release.
Okay, look this up.
Let's not panic
Look
people
this up.
too much before July
South
4th.
Padre Island.
Oh, no.
Shark attack, 2024. Look this up.
South Paw?
Padre.
Yeah. South Padre Island.
Padre?
South Padre Island.
Okay.
Shark attack.
Texas.
2024. Crasher, don't spoil anything. Do not spoil
I'm
anything.
not.
Look it up.
Okay.
July
I see
4th.
July 4th, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about it, though? I don't know.
Where do you think we're headed in a week and a half?
Dude,
Dude, I was on the beach when that happened.
Kenny was a witness. He was a witness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has Henley seen Jaws?
No.
It might be time for movie night.
No, it's not.
Let's talk about the circumstances as to why there was a shark attack. There was also a Cat 5 hurricane hitting, where was it in Mexico? It was sucking up all the oxygen out of the ocean. The sharks were scared. They had to go to beaches to find their food supply.
It was like
Bro,
a Sharknado, basically.
Yes.
You could watch this shark in the tide.
It was wild.
Again, the curls were probably 4 feet max, but you could, from time to time, you could see this black shark just boom, and everybody's and then some idiot was out there in the water, and bam, goodbye calf.
Hold on. Let's not call this person an idiot when nobody saw the fin until after this person was attacked, and then it attacked
don't know
somebody else. Yeah. You didn't. Okay, you were a witness to all this going on, and did you see the fin before the guy got bit?
Did I see the fin before the? Yes.
No, you did not.
Yeah, people were coming out of the water. Crash. They were the freaking ambulances and the freaking sand cops were just blowing by me as I was, 6 cervezas deep, and then I rolled down the beach to see what the hell was going on. People were just pointing and walking, and there's this freaking shark.
They were zooming down because the guy had already been bit. Nobody saw the shark fin.
Someone already got bit. Yeah, there were at least 2 attacks.
And then there were more attacks after that. Yes, I would. Yes.
Damn. You needed Brackens last week to be like, oh, hell no.
Yes. Right.
There's pictures of the calf bite.
So Dale Jr. Motorsports cheated. Joe Gibbs cheated at Pocono. There's your headline.
And sharks are
Yeah,
real.
you can
and they do
email me
attack.
at richardcswap at speedfreaks.tv. Didn't mean to hijack that damn thing, but I was impressed. You'll see in this interview with Kyle Kirkwood coming up next, where he surfing and fishing, and I believe he's from Jupiter Beach.
Yeah, Jupiter, Florida.
Jupiter, right? Jupiter, yeah, south of Jacksonville Beach. Man, scared to death.
He heads to the Bahamas frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude's a badass. So, yeah, Kyle Kirkwood, just prior to this weekend, he won the last 2 IndyCar races at Worldwide Technology Raceway and the Detroit GP. He's joining us next. And Austin Prock, NHRA Funny Car pilot. It's all coming up. Speed Freaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
General Tire delivers.
Are you over 50 and constantly feeling tired, bloated, or just a little off? Don't ignore it. Those could be signs that your liver is crying for help. As we age, our liver, which is essential for metabolism, digestion, immunity, and detoxification, needs extra support and protection. If neglected, it can leave you feeling sluggish and constantly off your game. That's where Active Liver from New Nordic comes in. Available in easy-to-take tablets or delicious gummies, Active Liver combines powerful natural ingredients like turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract to help support healthy liver function. With Active Liver, you're giving your body an essential daily defense against toxins from alcohol, fatty foods, and sweets, helping you reclaim your energy, improve digestion, lose the bloat, and strengthen your immunity so you can look and feel your best again. Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
Stop by Sherwin-Williams and get 30% off select paints and stains June 13th through the 23rd. It's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Refresh your home inside and out with colors that make every space feel brand new. From cozy interiors to stunning exteriors, we've got the perfect shade for your next project. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
FreakNation, your winner from Worldwide Technology Raceway. Kyle, don't call me Kirkwood. Back in the Freak Nation. Okay, looking at your face, that you are still sunburnt from Chris Blair's freaking flare guns on the backstretch of Worldwide Technology Raceway. Those explosions. I don't care how many times you're told about it, my friend. Did you know any drivers that shit their pants when they heard and saw those?
Oh my gosh. I mean, you're prepared for it. You know that it's coming. But this year compared to previous years it was insane. Like the heat that came from the pyrotechnics are just like, it feels like you're like I would love to see the data on it. Like if you could see how hot everything got inside the cockpit just for a split period, it's probably insane. Yeah, I mean, like for instance, I was wearing a photochromatic visor, right? Which changes in light, which was something new Bell Helmets has brought in. And it's great for those races where you start in the daylight and then it goes into the night. So you start with a darker visor and then it goes away. But at that time of day, and given it was cloudy, the visor was already still pretty light. But when those fireballs went off, it actually darkened the visor for a few seconds and then came back. I mean, like everything just lit up, like it lit up the entire track. And I don't think cameras can do it justice, because when I watch back on my onboard and see it, it doesn't look like that big of a deal. It definitely does still, but in comparison to what it felt like in the actual visuals on how bright everything got, it just like felt like a nuke was going off next to you. It was insane.
Crash and I were talking about this earlier, and she was curious why Ryan Herta is in your ear versus his son. And I just looked at her going, no shit. You think my daughter would listen to me if I'm on the box? She doesn't listen to me when I'm on the sideline coaching her in soccer. I rely on her coach to coach my daughter. Is that part of why?
I'm not really sure exactly why they made the change, and that happened over 2 years ago now. They have a wonderful relationship between each other. Like, they are with each other all the time. They're going to dinners all the time. They're fishing together. Like, their family dynamic is absolutely incredible. I think just for the performance sake, that's the way that both Brian, Colton, and the team wanted to go. And that's just the team dynamic that they wanted. So I will take it, because I think Brian Hurt is the best strategist in the field. But I'm a little biased to that because he is so good, right?
Yeah, whatever you have going on, it's working.
Exactly.
You were asked many times in the post-race press conference about the title chase, and hey, it's not over now. Yes, there is still a big points deficit in this chase for 2025, but you are also very excited about the upcoming events, whether that's Road America, Mid-Ohio. I've heard you say in past interviews that you really like Mid-Ohio. You click with that track. Yeah. You don't have a win there yet, but there is a comfort level in the schedule coming up that suits you, correct?
There is, and Road America is a awesome track, I think, for this team. If you look back at like Rossi's wins there, just absolutely dominant in the 27 car and the car that I'm driving now. And Mid-Ohio has also been a good track for us in the past. Colton got a pole there a couple of years back. We've been at the pointy end of that, but Mid-Ohio, for whatever reason, I haven't had great success there. I've been in the top 10, but never like at the actual pointy end of the field. So it'd be nice to go back there and try and redeem myself from the past few years. Because when I was there in junior formulas, I pretty much won everything, right? And before people were calling me the king of street courses or whatever they call me now, they're calling me the king of Mid-Ohio. And that just has not been the case in IndyCar. So I love going back there because of past success, but it's also a place that I'm now working on to try and get better.
Well, that brings up a really good point, and I'm not convinced that all fans really understand. Yes, you won every single championship that you have vied for in your career, and that's amazing. Not everybody can say that, even when they get to the top level. But how specifically are things different once you do get to the top level? Because, yeah, you can have complete success at a track throughout your entire life, and then all of a sudden you're at the top, and it's like, oh, it's different now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's competition, right? Like, it's the competitors that you're racing against. When you're in junior formulas, it's typically one or two or three guys that you're competing against that are really, really good. But once you get to IndyCar, that's everybody. All those guys that you raced against in junior formulas were the ones that were winning at these courses, whether it was 1 or 2 or 3 years prior to what you're doing, all the way back, 20 years, right? If you look at Scott Dixon in those junior formulas. So, you know, the competition, the talent level is just so deep in our field that what you do that is typically really good in a junior formula is no longer good enough.
Unlike people like us that are in the bubble, knows the ins and outs of Motorsports series, we're still trying to reach new fans with IndyCar. And I continue to get these questions about people get Formula One cars mixed up with Indy cars. I understand that. But there was also an interesting question that I had from an individual that said, well, who's the better race car driver of the two? And I'm a bit impartial. All right, IndyCar drivers for me for a number of reasons. But from your standpoint, I understand the technology and what side you got to take here. But can you break it down for me and tell me, if it went head-to-head between a top IndyCar driver and a Formula One driver, names excluded, who are the better drivers?
Man, there's so many factors that go into that I can't really answer that, right? Like, a lot of the drivers that are in Formula One I've never raced against. There's two different kind of, I would say, mindsets when you look at, or I guess disciplines, when you look at both Formula One and IndyCar. IndyCar, you have to be good at all different types of courses. You have to be good at ovals. You got to be good at road courses. You got to be good at street courses. Some of the highest speed tracks and some of the lowest speed bumpy tracks, you got to be really good at to put a championship together. And for Formula One, they're really only racing on one type of circuit. And
you're answering the question. Just say it, will you?
You know, I can't say. Like, I can't say IndyCar drivers are better than Formula One, because that would how would that be truthful if I've never raced against 90% of the field?
Well, let's just get down to the question everybody really wants to know about the difference between IndyCar and Formula One drivers. You're pretty good at pickleball. Who would be the better pickleball team, IndyCar team or Formula One?
You know what? I haven't played pickleball recently. I haven't had time to do it. If you want to ask who's going to be the best surfer or fisherman, I think I've got that one across all forms of motorsports.
There are some NASCAR guys that think that they're pretty damn good in fishing. You really think you could go head to head with them and pull up the bigger marlin?
Well, who are you talking about? I don't even know.
Austin Dillon,
Martin Truex Jr.
Martin Truex.
Well, to be fair, I mean, an easy argument would be like when I was young, I grew up on a boat. I grew up fishing with my family from the time that I was. From the time I was in a car seat. I was out there in 6-foot seas when I was 6 months old. My parents strapped me into a car seat and I just rocked to sleep, to be honest. But like, it's been a way of my life. Even when I was like 15, 16, 17 years old, I used to go commercial fishing, and I would make money by catching fish and selling it at a market. Right. So like that's a pretty hard argument for somebody to be like, that's my hobby. When at some point that was like almost a profession for me. So it was,
whoa.
Yeah, I think I got everyone covered. The only person, which he isn't even a NASCAR driver, he's his team owner, is maybe Michael Jordan, because his fishing team, they do all the giant marlin tournaments, which it's not Michael himself, it's the team that he has around him. So I think I still have him covered.
So in other words, you were prepping your forearms for an IndyCar at 16 years old, throwing that rod out there in that heavy surf.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. I mean, whatever.
It's more a bicep workout than it is. It's when I was young, that was brutal. It was both. Commercial fishing is the hardest thing I think that you can do. It's like you're trying to get fish in as fast as you can. Typically, where you're catching the fish, there's sharks everywhere, and you just have to like absolutely lock the drag on a reel and bring them in. And then also, I would go mackerel fishing and pick nets, which is like pretty much like gill netting fish and then pulling the fish out. And that was like some of the hardest thing that I could possibly do.
Yep, Kyle Kirkwood is a badass, Freak Nation. Speaking of another badass, Austin Prock, NHRA Funny Car Points winner from Virginia and points leader. Next, SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of SpeedFreaks for 2 decades.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 16th through the 26th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for a professional detailer shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finisher with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist car care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Let's go, boys. No gimmicks, it's raw power.
Two heavyweights really going bar to bar. It takes the lead.
I got nothing to lose.
Man, I hope this truck works, because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
As you can see, we've had another beautiful day on the Isle of Man.
Freeze over the bars. We gave it hell.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Funny car champion Austin Prock joining us shortly. But first, our good friends at Lucas Oil. I want to remind you, man, with that car getting crap hot out there in that summer heat, who knows what's happening underneath that hood? Any issues with your engine, the exterior of your car in this summer heat? Bam! Go to lucasoil.com to find the products to assist your transmission, fuel mileage. lucasoil.com. That's lucasoil.com. Austin Prock, your 2024 NHRA Funny Car champion. Isn't running away with it this year, but got himself a win in Virginia, where it was crap hot like every other part of the East Coast. He joins us now. Austin Prock, SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios. So Freak Nation, his name is Austin Prock, who he's, again, been in the Freak Nation many, many times after big funny car race wins. And he joins us now in the Lucas Oil Studios, and I noticed that he was having a cold beverage before we went live, and you said it's hot as balls in Virginia. It's hot as balls all up and down that East Coast. How much weight do you lose sitting in that funny car after a race weekend?
Yeah, it was a scorcher this weekend, man. Definitely tough conditions to race in, but I got to imagine I lost 5 or 8 pounds in the last 2 days. You can't even drink enough to stay hydrated, especially in one of these nitro fire suits. They weigh about 10 pounds, so it's like wearing a fur coat around here.
Austin, you're not 18 anymore. You're much younger than I am, but do the Mondays and Tuesdays after a drainer like this, does that hangover last a while? I mean, just that physical hangover from the heat and having to sit in the race car for so long?
Yeah, Mondays I don't do much when I get home. Just try and relax and regroup. From the outside looking in, it doesn't look like this sport is very physical, especially only, racing for 4 seconds at a time. But just the G-forces on your body and, the heat. And then it's really, it really strains your brain, your mental side of things. It takes a day or so to, kind of get caught back up and, get your energy levels back up. But good thing I'm young and, I can bounce back pretty quick. If I could drive this thing every day, I would. just to train all those elements of myself. But yeah, we're going to celebrate big tonight, so I might have multiple hangovers tomorrow.
A physical hangover, a mental hangover. Who cares? It's a winning hangover, and that, regardless if it doesn't feel so great the next day, always feels good in the long run. So congratulations again. I know that we've talked nutrition with NHRA in the past, all motorsports actually, and pre-hydration used to be a thing. Is that still something that you guys focus on, knowing that you have a hot and humid weekend coming up? Do you start hydration policies, so to speak, 4 days ahead of time?
I try and 2 days prior, I try and start pounding some Pedialytes just to get some electrolytes in me. I'm not the greatest specimen of health by any means, but try and get some sort of liquid in me a few days prior. It goes a long way. One of our employees, Tim Fabrizi, who works on Beckman's car, it's still Force's car in my heart, but he told me in the military they try and hydrate 48 hours prior, just to get all those electrolytes built into you. They don't just, when you drink a bottle of water, it's not fixing you right then and there. It's just trying to keep up. So I learned that from him, and try and just get as many electrolytes in me and try and eat a little healthier when you're going to go into a scorcher like this. It was brutal. It's brutal for me, but it's really brutal for the team. They're out there in the elements, handling these hot parts. The clutch is coming out of the car over 1,000 degrees, and it's really hot for them. So I still work on the race car as much as I can, but I do have time to go sit up in my lounge and kind of cool off, where they don't get that luxury like I do. So it was a great weekend, great effort by the team. Really proud of these guys. It ain't easy.
Austin Prock joining us here in the Freak Nation Funny Car winner from Virginia. And you look at the Funny Car points race, and it's still pretty tight. And the parity in the NHRA Funny Car Series, I couldn't have predicted this, where you'll have names that you aren't that familiar going rounds and rounds and rounds. What's been the difference in the Funny Car class?
Well, after last year, we put a pretty good beating on the category, and like we assumed, everybody stepped up, and they've done a really good job. They put their heads to work in the off season, and we expected everybody to kind of step their game up, and they absolutely have. We haven't had quite the success that we had last year. We have the same amount of wins, Wallies, but not the same amount of round wins and Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty Challenge wins. So everybody's definitely stepped their game up, and it's made us push even more. Obviously we worked hard to try and maintain that edge, but everybody really did a good job of stepping up in this category. So, it's fun. It's exciting for the fans. I mean, you get the Dave Richards going to final rounds. Obviously, Paul Lee, he's no slouch. He wasn't a slouch before, but to see him, battling for, the top three in the points with, Johnny Lindbergh and John Medlin, they're smart cats, and Paul's been doing a really good job driving. So it's definitely been exciting seeing some new faces there up at the front, but really proud of these John Force Racing cars. I mean, last year we did a good job of, holding a lot of Wallies as a team, and we've done a great job of that again this year.
Hey, Austin, I don't think I've asked you this. With John out of the car, of course, Jack Beckman in John's car, or it's Jack Beckman's car, okay? You back in the day, you would lean on John for advice and just a veteran personality, a veteran voice. Are you doing that with Jack Beckman, given the time that he spent in a drag car?
Yeah, for sure. Jack's a legend of the sport. He's a great race car driver, and he's a great asset to John Force Racing. And on top of it, he's a driving instructor. So I definitely lean on him. He helped me with it today. I was beating myself up over my reaction times. They weren't in quite the range that I'm used to, and he kind of settled me down over that after first round, and I kind of got my act together. So I really appreciate all his help. I appreciate having him at John Force Racing. He's a great race car driver, and he's a great teammate, and he's great for our partners. He does an excellent job of mentioning the sponsors' names, taking care of the sponsors, the employees that come around, and it's definitely someone to learn from, and I'm glad I got him in my corner.
Real quick, that's big to me. What does Professor Beckman say to you in the middle of a very heated, crazy, stressful day to suddenly make such a change that affects you positively in going on to the win?
Well, he's just positive with me, and he told me essentially just to remember that I'm Austin Prock and I'm the world champion. Jack Beckman, he talks a lot. I don't know if you've ever talked to him, so I only catch snippets of it because he talks for about 5 minutes when you ask him a 2-second question. But I love it. He's great, and he came into the winner's circle tonight and congratulated us, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Hey, buddy, go enjoy this win. Hydrate. Do whatever you need to do to be a young man with another freaking wallet in your hand, buddy. Thank you for doing this.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Freak Nation, of course, Austin Prock, NHRA Funny Car winner and your points leader, not by much, joining us here in the Freak Nation. Cole Cusimano, it's crap hot outside. You reach for something to drink to cool you down. It's got to have alcohol in it. What's your go-to?
It has to.
It has to have alcohol in it. Damn, mimosa. Or if it's a mixed beverage, besides
what's
that,
wrong with that?
I would say Tito's and Club with lime.
And you haven't seen Barbie?
No, no. But
Not a champagne fan, are you, Kenny?
if we're being honest, it'd be Mountain Dew.
Who has a mimosa?
Oh my God!
I mean, you want to rage. Hey, it's on the house. Have a mimosa.
Champagne, baby.
God,
You
millennials.
can't see. I think if we're like keeping track on the Freak Nation board of offenses, I believe that ranking higher than my dislike of car washes is Cole's. First, I think he has two. Is the choice of the mimosa and the non-watching of Barbie, which I think is very, very egregious. The worst thing you've ever said on this show.
Screwdrivers? You like screwdrivers? It's just like an orange juice thing, or
No, you're right. It's like a carbonated screwdriver.
do you like screwdrivers?
Crasher's going to try and break it down. Crasher, it's black and white. You just got finished mowing the lawn, something you don't do in Arizona. But you just got finished changing the oil in your Mustang. It's so hot outside.
With Lucas oil, by the way.
It's so hot outside. Mom, I'm coming in. I need some, can you pour me something? Oh, Cole, would you like your mimosa?
Jeez. Yeah, I drink them all the time. I got to be honest with you. I love them.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, Kenny.
You feel great afterwards,
I've
man.
never had one.
And you're
Wait, what?
And you're crapping on it already?
Overrated.
No, but you haven't tried it.
Whoa.
Screwdriver? No.
Do we have any champagne we can open right
Screwdriver,
now?
yes.
Is it good?
Wait, we don't have orange
I don't know.
juice,
This was like this was 10 years ago.
What do you drink? Dentes? Ride the Dentes?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Richie, what would be your drink of choice?
No, we got to take a break.
Okay, what's your drink of choice?
It is not freaking champagne and orange juice.
Then what is it?
I'll share that with you.
Oh, come on.
Damn, tease.
Yeah, it's a big-ass tease. I got the freaking OG in the fridge right now. Make you have a freaking Coors Banquet, bro. Jesus.
Not a beer guy.
Mimosa.
Cole, this is
More
just
freaks
fodder
next.
for you to
Get it,
get
go.
back at him later.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
From the labs at Lucas Oil Products, Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant. For every fill-up of gas or diesel, add one 16-ounce can of Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. One bottle can treat a tank of up to 21 gallons. Its special additives allows a better fuel burn to help increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of SpeedFreaks for 2 decades.
Are you over 50 and constantly feeling tired, bloated, or just a little off? Don't ignore it. Those could be signs that your liver is crying for help. As we age, our liver, which is essential for metabolism, digestion, immunity, and detoxification, needs extra support and protection. If neglected, it can leave you feeling sluggish and constantly off your game. That's where Active Liver from New Nordic comes in. Available in easy-to-take tablets or delicious gummies, Active Liver combines powerful natural ingredients like turmeric, milk thistle, and global artichoke extract to help support healthy liver function. With Active Liver, you're giving your body an essential daily defense against toxins from alcohol, fatty foods, and sweets, helping you reclaim your energy, improve digestion, lose the bloat, and strengthen your immunity so you can look and feel your best again. Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
It's all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then, with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
There is less than 1/100th of an inch of motor oil protecting your car's engine. Friction and heat causes engine oil to experience thermal breakdown, weakening its ability to protect the engine and its parts. Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer is specially formulated to resist thermal breakdown, protect vital engine parts, and extend the life of your engine. It also stops smoking, knocking, and oil consumption in worn engines. Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer. Keep that engine alive.
Let's go, boys. No gimmicks, it's raw power.
Two heavyweights really going bar to bar. It takes the lead.
You got nothing to lose. Man, I hope this truck works, because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
As you can see, we've had another beautiful day on the automatic.
Freaks over the bars. We gave it hell.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
GeneralTire.com, a great website to check out to find the tires for your ride this summer, man. The official tire of the Freak Nation, you betcha. It's General Tire. And I guarantee that Pacifica minivan that I'm going to have, South Padre Island, I'm going to be rolling on General Tires coming up in about a week and a half. Go to GeneralTire.com. That's GeneralTire.com. Getting back to our conversation, we're going to hear from Dale Jr. in just a bit. Conspiracy. According to the internets, the drink of choice for millennials, Cole Cusimano, Richard C. Suave, it's craft beer and craft cocktails. And if you're just joining us, I put Cole Cusimano on the spot. We live in the desert. It's crap hot outside. We're working our ass off doing something, and we roll inside for a nice, refreshing, manly, put some hair on your man
You
purse.
never said manly, by the way. You just said,
Damn.
what do you want to come in and drink after being hot and sweaty
Do I
and
have to
gross?
say it?
Yes.
What were you, outside in a freaking tutu? No, man. Cole says a mimosa.
It's my summer drink. I don't know about working, but yeah.
Sorry, Kenny, it doesn't suit your tastes.
Again, I could say that's another rabbit hole. So what's your drink of choice, Freak Nation?
What's yours, Kenny?
Yeah, I want to hear yours.
It's a cold-ass beer, man.
Any flavor?
It doesn't matter.
What kind of beer?
See, you're that guy that showed
Guinness. Oh, what if I show up with a Guinness in the
that's
middle,
the
110?
worst.
Oh, you just said any beer.
You know what you bastards are? You need to really go back in the day and go to college. And when the dip ass that would roll into my dorm room, and I'd say, "Hey, dude, you want a beer?" And he'd say, "What kind?" I said, "Free, man." Shut up. Nice. You're 19. You shouldn't be drinking anyway. How about a free Schaefer or Blatz? Oh, we're gonna break it down. Old Mill Light. Yeah.
BLD, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bush light draft, fitness in a can. That's what we used to do.
Yeah. Maybe for our 25th anniversary. No, I won't tell stories of my roommate freaking barfing up ham sandwiches.
And there's the story.
Hey.
On you,
There it
because
is.
you were sleeping right next to the window, right?
Okay, here we
and
go.
he missed the window.
Oh.
That's a true story.
Listen, Dale Earnhardt Jr. You mention his name, people go bananas. The dude has meant more to the NASCAR Cup Series and NASCAR in general outside the car than he ever did inside the car.
Yeah.
So what did he do this past weekend? Again, it's Junior Motorsports, who Connor Zilic is running for in the Xfinity Series. Connor Zilic lost his crew chief due to a violation. So Dale says, okay, I'm going to get up there and be the obligatory crew chief. Kyle Busch spoke some truth, said it was just a glorified crew chief. And even Dale said something to the effect of like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything.
Yeah. But what happened? Dale,
Yeah, luckily so I was lost in the sauce trying to figure out what would my alcoholic beverage of choice be on the beach next week. Yeah, so Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the press conference after the race on Saturday.
Segway!
This is how we TV. This is how the TV's made.
Connor Zilic won the race, obviously. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. was like asked about like his experience on the pit box, and he was talking about how like basically he didn't really have much to do, but he was a glorified driver's coach.
Coaching Connor a little bit on restarts. He was asking some questions about what he should do, and I was thankful that he wanted to know those answers because I definitely didn't want him doing what he thought he should do. But I know he's the kind of guy that's like, hey, tell me everything. There's not enough information. But, you know, I think I wasn't going to make a decision about an adjustment.
Hey, Cody.
I did have some influence on our strategy.
What?
Yeah, stop it. That's the most uncomfortable I've seen Dale Jr. look in front of a microphone.
I would agree.
In 20 years. He was fidgeting with his glasses, his phone, and then doing this and so forth. Watch Dale here. Maybe it's because he's going, really? I'm just a glorified crew chief up here. Yet you guys are hammering me like I'm the reason Connor Zilic won the damn thing. Play it again. Watch how he's fidgeting.
Coaching Connor a little bit on restarts. He was asking some questions about what he should do, and I was thankful that he wanted to know those answers because I definitely didn't want him doing what he thought he should do. But I know he's the kind of guy that's like, hey, tell me everything. There's not enough information. But, you know, I think I wasn't going to make a decision about an adjustment. I did have some influence on our strategy when we were going to pit, if we would flip a stage or anything like that. But they already have a plan before they ever leave the shop on what adjustments they want, when they want them, why they would want them. And so all that stuff is almost like push button. When a driver says, hey, I'm loose off, all right, that's what we need. We're going to do this. We're ready for this. We plan for this. So there's not a ton of communication. It's fairly, if everything goes like it's supposed to, you know, the job's relatively seamless. And, you know, if everything was going to go great, we were going to pit under the stages after winning them and break the third stage in half and cruise to the finish line.
He just admitted he has an easy button on the pit stand. I like that.
Sounded like it. You think? I bet Dale really just wanted to sit there and drop like bad dad jokes to Connor Zilic, right?
Probably, yeah.
Like, I keep trying to watch racing on my computer, but every time I press the F1 key, it just opens up a help window.
Wait, what key was that, Kenny?
F1.
Oh, we got our mention of F1 on the show. Formula One.
Hey, go check out the movie. It's coming out this week.
Who won the 1975 F1 World Championship? Another dad joke. Lauda. Who won the 1975 World Championship?
Oh, man.
Womp, womp.
Cole didn't get that joke. He has no idea who Niki Lauda is.
I saw Rush. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
There it is.
Come on. Come on. I do want to hear your review on Wednesday on Hump Day of F1.
Are you watching
I'm going to go see it tomorrow night in IMAX. Monday night, yeah.
Are you the only one in the theater?
No, dude, I haven't. There was half full for a movie that comes out like later in the week. It's like Hush Hush. So I got the insight on where to go see it on Monday. So I get the little early advance screening.
Wow.
More with your race-winning crew chief, Dale Earnhardt.
Cody, go and bring up the one where he's talking. This was cool. I don't know if you guys saw this piece of video where Dale Jr. is walking down pit lane, and he's got both of his daughters hand in hand with him, walking down to victory lane. And I thought that was incredibly, incredibly cute. So here's Dale Earnhardt Jr. explaining how cool it was to have his daughters with him in victory lane for the first time.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get to take them to victory lane as a driver, so I love that they get to experience just things about NASCAR. I had such a great time growing up as a kid in this sport and just running around here, and I want them to have that opportunity and understand that this is a place where they could create opportunities for themselves down the road. And so, I'll let them do what they want to do with their lives and steer themselves where they want to go and support everything they want to do. But I certainly want them to know that NASCAR is an option and exists, and there's so many possibilities. And if they're enjoying being around it, they could find ways to, make a living at it. So we'll see. These are core memories that they make, I believe, walking down pit road and going to victory lane. Nicole wasn't as thrilled to be there today, but she was super worn out. But every picture she takes, everywhere we go, no matter where, she holds her number one up. I don't know where she got that, but so I thought she'd have a blast today in victory lane, getting to do that for real. But it was fun giving Nyla the checkered flag and letting her hold that and have a little responsibility. That feels good as a kid, right, to be given a job to do. And so I hope they enjoyed it.
Aww.
When was it why was it that I got emotional about Dale advising Dale to not go full-time cup racing? It was earlier this year. It's still one of our most popular posts.
You were basically telling him to, instead of focusing so much on running a Cup Series operation, you're like, dude, you got 2 young kids at home. Focus on your kids while they're young.
Mm-hmm. That was this year, right?
Yeah,
recently.
That was after the Daytona 500 when Allgaier won the
right. Yep, that's right. Hey, Freak Nation, my lovely sister sent this to me and got a lot of my friends and family to autograph it. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary coming up middle of the week, but we're going to have a special 25th anniversary show coming up Sunday night, Monday morning, depending on when you're watching this, either on YouTube or the Freak Radio Network or on Racer Network Monday afternoons. So don't miss that, man. We've got 25 years worth of interviews that are just freaking large. And I've got to make sure that I go through and make sure that we say things that these censors will won't reject when we have them.
Yeah,
on
FCC
YouTube.
Standards have changed over these 25 years.
Yep, just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, man, we'll do it again on Wednesday with Horsepower Hump Day, 5
Which is
p.m.
our 25
Eastern.
year, by the way.
And more Speed Freaks every Sunday night, 7 Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. See ya.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Next to your vehicle's engine, your transmission is the most important component of your car. If it's not properly maintained, your car may not shift properly. By adding Lucas Transmission Fix to your transmission, it cleans and lubricates sticking valves for proper shifting, renews worn bands to stop slipping, stops seal leaks, will not void new car warranties, contains no harmful solvents. Lucas Transmission Fix. It works.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive styling. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then, with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 16th through the 26th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
Let's go, boys. No gimmicks, it's raw power.
Two heavyweights really going bar to bar. It takes the lead.
I got nothing to lose. Man, I hope this truck works, because it ain't ever hit these jumps like this before.
As you can see, we've had another beautiful day on the automatic.
Freaks over the bars. We gave it hell.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.